Welcome back to the Clique 45 channel with me, Ozz, and my boy AY.
You know what it is.
We're back to our running of the schedule. I just want to quickly say a big shout out to our boy Sky Ripper for winning the competition. Well done. Yeah. Just a reminder for those that didn't get a chance to win it this time. Next time we are doing one. We are going to be consistently doing a monthly one as of probably next month.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you want to put your name into the draw, then what you got to do is make sure that you're following us on our YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and that you're commenting on our YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Any follower, any comment, it doesn't have to be any football related. Like, obviously, it would be nice for you to interact with us about the video.
Talk to us.
Any type of comment could win it. Yep. It's going to be a very random luck of the draw through our director. So that's what it's about. And I'll hand it over to my boy AY now.
Yeah. I'm taking over.
Yeah,
I'm taking over this episode.
Yeah. The iPad is in the man's hands.
Yeah. We heard people want to hear from Ozz, so yeah, we're giving the people what they want. You know what I'm saying?
If that's what they say.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously, another week of Barclays. Are they even called Barclays now?
Yeah, no. It's gone back to Barclays now. Yeah, their sponsorship came into
Barclays,
fruition. Yeah,
Premier League is gone. Obviously exciting. One of the best leagues in the world. If you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So kicking off with Bournemouth versus Chelsea.
Yeah,
Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Now going into this game, it could have been considered a 6-pointer.
It is a 6-point. No, it is a 6-pointer, bro. Because by the way Chelsea are playing, they don't even look like the sort of team that you think are going to be surviving the Premier League.
I know, right?
They've been so lackluster. Like,
I know, right?
Before this game, the way they played against Arsenal, sloppy, very, very sloppy, and they just did not look like they were going to have any sort of attack going forward. But today against Bournemouth, they've actually showed a bit of fire. Yeah. They've shown a bit of fire today. And well done. You're no longer getting relegated, I think, mathematically. I think mathematically Chelsea can't get relegated. They're safe, so well done.
Kudos to them because Bournemouth on the form table, they were like second.
Yeah, 100%.
They were
Gary O'Neill's done different stuff for Bournemouth. And
during April.
Yeah, it's been really good for them. And I'm just surprised by how well they're doing. I thought maybe they were more likely to be relegated than other teams. But they've changed, they've switched it up now. And it shows that sometimes a interim manager can work, because I don't think he was going to be someone that's going to be in the long run. Like, he was an assistant manager, Scott Parker. He's not someone that you would have thought that's going to take over the running of the games. Yeah, so well done to Gary O'Neill. He's really shown what he's about as a manager. So
with their April form, I think they swapped forms with Arsenal in a way.
What Freaky Friday happened between Arsenal and Bournemouth.
A quick swap for April. They were winning all their matches. We were drawing and losing, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Congratulations to Frank Lampard for getting your first win in I don't even know how long.
I think it's a year.
It's way too long. Like the game started off positively for Chelsea. Obviously, they had something to prove. They scored. But Bournemouth played very, very good football, I must say. But I think the experience of the Chelsea players are now coming into it, because they scored 2 late goals. Late 82nd minute, 85th minute, Badashile scored. João Felix scored. So, kudos to them for being persistent.
Yeah, I think having João Felix is important for a team like Chelsea. Where
do you think he's going to sign on?
No, I don't see why he would, because he signed a contract with Atletico Madrid. I know it's only a contract, and his relationship with the board and the manager isn't good, but Simeone is leaving by the looks of it. So I don't know if he's going to be able to leave so quickly, especially after signing a contract. Because how much will Atletico Madrid ask for? Like, is it going to be close to 120 plus?
They probably want to make profit.
Yeah, they'll want to make profit, but they signed him for 110. So I don't see them selling him for anything more than 100.
He ain't even worth 100.
Yeah,
let's keep it a buck.
It's tough. It's honestly tough. I don't understand where João Felix his future is going to be next season. It's going to be weird, I feel.
I think he needs to sit down, talk to his agent, think about how I can progress as a player. And if that means signing for someone like Newcastle, sign for someone like Newcastle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just have to sit down.
I mean, it could be interesting.
Am I this guy? Am I who I think I am? There's so many wingers, so many people they bought for that amount of money. They're not who they think they are. Yeah, so I think with João Felix now, he just needs to think about his future. He signed 6 years. Is it 6 years? with
what, Alenti?
I don't know. You know, any Chelsea player now.
It's a long-term deal, but I don't know.
6-8 years, whatever it is, needs to sit down, think about his career, because he doesn't look like he's the golden boy for Portugal right now.
No, he's not, because I think there's much more influential players in that Portuguese side right now. Rafael Leao is really doing well.
I know Portuguese guys, and anytime I chat to them, actually not Portuguese, but they're from Guinea-Bissau, but they speak Portugal.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Angolan or something.
Nah, Guinea-Bissau,
yeah, go on.
And anytime I ask him, like, yo, who's Portugal's best man? He's like, Bernardo Silva, bro.
Wow, really? He's had a bit of a dip in form this season. He's been a bit up. Yeah, wow.
That's what he chats about. He's like Benfica boy. Obviously, he's a Benfica fan, so it must make sense why he shouts out Bernardo Silva. But yeah, kudos to Big Frank or Fat Frank or whatever you want to call him on getting your 3 points. Hopefully, you can maintain that and finish our respectable points. Moving on to the next match.
Yep.
We've got Spurs versus Crystal Palace.
1-0 win for Tottenham.
1-0 win. Got the 3 points. Harry Kane's got past
Wayne Rooney.
Rooney now, 209 goals.
I think the question now is like, how quick can he get towards Alan Shearer's record?
That's it.
I think this is the only thing that's going to keep his, like, have a legacy sort of in the Premier League, because if him being second without a trophy in the all-time goal scorers, I don't know whether that's worth it. Like, even having all these goals and not having a Premier League, it's not worth it. I would rather win the Premier League, surely. All players talk about, like Erling Haaland earlier on in the week, spoke about, I would substitute all my goals for a treble. For like, this is the type of guy he is. For a treble, he's willing to sacrifice all the record breaking goals he scored. Harry Kane needs to start looking the same sort of way, because I don't see him as the mentality of trying to be a winner of something as a team, as a club, because that's what football is. It's a team game. So I don't see where his mindset's going to be now. It's going to be difficult. I don't know. It's going to be tough for him to reach the 260. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how much he's on now. Do you know? Is it 209? 209. Okay, fair enough.
So he's got like 50 odd.
I mean, he's just about to reach 30. So is he going to be able to play until he's 33 to reach 260?
I think he's got that in his locker.
It could be like, he's able to adapt his game as well, to be fair. He's not that like one-dimensional in terms of trying this one style of play, but yeah, fair enough.
He's got 3 seasons in him to get up to the 260.
It's gonna be like very close. It's gonna be down to the wire, I feel. It's gonna be very down to the wire. I don't know how close
how down to the wire do you think it will be?
I don't see him like beating it by a big margin. I
reckon he'll be like, beat it.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to be very close though still. I don't know. It depends on how his career goes as a 30-plus-year-old, because some players change when they turn the age of 30.
I feel even if he gets to 35, he can still get 10.
Fair enough. What, 10 a season?
Right. At the rate he's going now, he's going to smash it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I mean, yeah, 20. Like he's having a really good season. 25 goals.
Having a good season.
Like that's crazy. Like he's
26,
really,
I think.
Is it 26 now?
26
Sorry, yeah.
goals.
Yeah, he's really he's pushed the bar personally. Bro, if it wasn't for Haaland, we'd be talking about him a lot more this season. I feel like
the only problem is he played for Spurs. That's all.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the other thing. They've got so many issues with managerial wise, boardroom wise. Director of football's now left, so there's so much happening at Chelsea, where I think Harry Kane now needs to look at moving on to a team that's actually going to win trophies, because he's not doing that at Tottenham anytime soon.
Heard that so many times, Harry Kane. Yeah, I'm telling you again. Move on.
Exactly.
Move on from Spurs.
Yep.
Moving on.
Manchester City versus
midweek
Leeds.
One. That's a midweek one, right?
No, that's
sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no.
That's this weekend. Man City versus Leeds. Big Sam during the week said, I am better than Pep, better than Arteta, and I'm better than Klopp. See how he didn't say Ten Hag? Think about that. It's either he feels Ten Hag's better than him, or he just doesn't rate Ten Hag. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But he just said that I've got a lot of experience. I've been in this game and I put myself up there. And I was like, wow.
He can, to be fair, he knows how to manage the flair players. He's had JJ Okocha in his sides. He can talk. Of course he can talk. This is Big Sam we're on about. You know, he knows what he's doing with some of these players he's got.
Mate, if Big Sam was coaching Man City, they would win the league as well.
I mean, any coach would probably be able to do that with Man City.
So is it something special? Can Guardiola go through relegation scrap battles? Does he know about that?
Oh, he doesn't. But then again, when you're an elite manager, you don't need to worry about stuff like that.
You don't need to worry about stuff like that. But
yeah,
bringing in Big Sam, 4 games left. Leeds know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Let's get into the game. Gundogan, once again, when it comes to this period of the season, he steps up. Yep. Scores goals.
Yeah,
he gets it.
He done it last season, so he should be able to do it.
He's done like 3 seasons in a row now. That's what he does. That's what he does. So Haaland wasn't scoring yesterday. He was like, you know what, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
Yeah, and he drives with the ball. If you were to look at his heat map, I believe it's a lot of reds in towards the edge of the box, towards the centre of the pitch.
He said, I need to score.
Yeah.
Could have scored a hat-trick. They got a penalty.
Yep.
He missed it.
Why Haaland never took it though? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Missed it, then Leeds go the other end and score. Now that made it very nervy for Man City.
Yeah.
Pep got annoyed. He's like, see, Haaland should have taken the penalty. I don't know why Haaland did not take the penalty.
Yeah, he got mad at Haaland for that.
He's the penalty taker. All right, bro, chill. You wanted to give Leeds 3-0. Not on the Big Sam's watch.
Yeah.
Big Sam said, I'll put you to the test.
Yeah.
You may have won the match, but you face someone.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's true.
You face someone. Kudos to Big Sam.
Well done to him. I think the topic I want to talk about with this game is about penalty takers in general.
Yeah. Like, what about them?
Who should you actually be trusting when it comes to penalties? Should you be trusting someone who you actually got listed as the penalty taker? Should you go with someone who's informed? Like, I don't know what your ideology would that be.
You should have penalty takers, but at the same time, if I've not met someone and they put me down in the box, I'm taking my penalty because I've not met someone. Yeah. Bro. If I jinky in the penalty area,
at
bro,
goals, if you're doing that, you want
I'm
that.
I'm the one taking the penalty. I've ripped like 3 players and then you want to take it off me. No, I need that goal. You get what I'm saying? But obviously, mentality-wise, it depends on how the team is going. Like, for example, there's some players you feel they should be the penalty taker. For example, when Ronaldo and Fernandes were at Aston Villa, I said Aston Villa.
Man United, yeah. I got what you meant.
When they played Aston Villa, there was a point in time where they had a last-minute penalty. Yeah. Now, Ronaldo's the penalty taker.
Yeah.
Anyway it goes, Ronaldo's the penalty taker.
Yeah, of course he is. It's Ronaldo.
At United, Fernandes was quote-unquote penalty taker as well. Yeah. So in a situation like that, when you have 2 penalty takers, I think they should decide among themselves. Yeah. But the better one should take the penalty. Ronaldo's the penalty taker than Fernandes. Yeah. He missed it.
Yeah.
Last season as well, against Arsenal. It happened again, they had the penalty. Fernandes took it, he missed it. Yeah. So I think sometimes when you know there's a better penalty taker than you,
just let him have it. Let him have it.
Gundogan's one he was on the hat-trick. I don't think he's ever scored a hat-trick before.
No, probably not. I can't remember if he's done it in Dortmund.
I don't think he's ever scored a hat-trick before. But yeah, Haaland obviously gave him a pat on the back. But Pep said something important. He said, you can do that at 3-0 or 4-0. Don't do that at 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 is a very, very, very dangerous score.
Especially when Leeds scored. Anything could have happened after that.
Arsenal West Ham.
Yeah.
Saka, quote unquote, is our penalty taker.
Yeah.
He missed it. Before you know it,
exactly.
West Ham went equalised. So you need 2-0. You can't be playing around. Stick it in the back of the net.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing.
Stick it in the back of the net. But
100%.
Good, solid win for Man City, especially in terms of the title race. They've got Real Madrid this week at the Bernabeu, so they would have had one eye on them. Quickly, just tell me, how do you think that match is going to go?
I don't know how to call it because Real Madrid have been a bit sort of on and off in the league. They just lost to
key point. League.
In the league against Girona. Yeah. They let in 4 goals, I believe it was.
But they won the Copa del Rey yesterday.
They win the Copa del Rey. So I think the fact that this is Real Madrid. And it's the Champions League. No player is going to be playing below their level. Yeah. Everyone is going to be switched on.
That's good.
This is what Real Madrid is about.
Like that. Yeah, I like that because I read somewhere they were like, I heard someone they were like, Pep won't let the same thing happen last season. Understood, but then on the flip side, is Ancelotti just going to be looking like a dickhead?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Ancelotti, he knows what he's got to do.
He knows what he's got to do.
The players have been here before. They know what they got to do from last season.
They know what they got to do.
Exactly. Danny Ceballos has been playing really well as well.
Yeah,
100%. He's coming off from the bench and he's doing really well. He's got more assists than De Jong, Gavi, Pedri all together combined. He's got not combined, sorry. He's got individually, he's got more assists than them in the league. that he comes off from the bench, looks brilliant. Camavinga comes off from the bench. They just got quality just coming out of the bench.
Benzema, they all turn 100%. Up. So
even Hazard could somehow do something. All of a sudden, you never know. That's all I got to say about
Hazard.
Real Madrid personally. I genuinely mean it. You never know what's going to happen because that bench is so full of superstars.
I hear that.
Because it's Real Madrid.
I hear that.
And I just expect it's going to be, when it comes to the game, it's going to be a bit tight. I do expect a Real Madrid win though. I do favour them still, even though they have been shaky in the league, but in the Champions League, they just look completely different. Vinicius Junior is really like the most trustworthy player in the Champions League now. I think he's probably the Champions League's best player this season. So I really do like the way they play. I think they'll win it. I think Real Madrid could win it. What do you reckon?
I think Real Madrid should get the win, especially them being at home, but it depends on how many goals they score.
Yep.
I think a 2-1 win for them would, to me, that will still be balanced. I think Real Madrid should try and keep a clean sheet and then go to Manchester not needing to win.
Yeah.
You know
I get what you mean. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
saying?
Like, try and make it as comfortable as you can in the first leg.
Real Madrid be Real Madrid, like...
Yeah.
Even if they're 3-1 down, anything can still happen.
Yeah, because it's Real Madrid in the Champions League. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Exactly. Shout out to Valverde, Camavinga, and Vinicius for completing club football at such a young age.
Yeah, 100%. At 19, I believe Camavinga's done everything. In the Real Madrid, in Real Madrid club's career. So
Vinicius has done
he's the youngest to do it.
Valverde has done everything. So kudos to you.
Yeah, well done.
Moving on. We've got Wolves versus Aston Villa right now. So Aston Villa, I think all their victories was just like a Unai Emery.
What, purple patch?
Yeah. I know all about that.
Interesting.
I know all about that. Because now they're faltering. They've lost 2 games now, back to back. Conceded 1, scored none. I think the team got a bit too gassed.
Okay.
They had good wins, but I think that consistency...
I still think it's showing like the technical ability of the players though. It's a very good squad. I think Unai Emery, he's not a mug either.
He's not a mug.
He's doing well with the team.
I think they'll be disappointed with this.
I 100% agree, especially with a lackluster Wolves who are
not playing
struggling, not playing for any... Well, they're trying to survive still. They are within that...
I don't think they're within it, but they're...
I get what you mean. Yeah,
this was a good win for them.
Yeah. It's a good win for them, but also in front of goal, they barely score. Wolves anyway. So the 1-0, the 1-0 result showed you that as well. I'm sure XG would have Wolves at very low if you just want to double check that.
Confirm the XG.
And the only other thing I would say about this game is that what does this do now to the league table? I think that's the next thing I want to double check, because if I'm not wrong, Aston Villa are behind Liverpool. And I think behind Brighton as well at the same time. I'm not 100% sure.
That's if the iPad wants us to know. I mean...
So Villa are 8th, okay? So they are about... Oh my God, I didn't realise how many points they were. But 8 points behind Liverpool. They really need to start picking up some results somewhere. It's got to
because you need to remember they had played games. Liverpool had games in hand. So they had points on the board. Aston Villa. Liverpool haven't lost in 6 matches now.
Yeah, no, they've actually found some form again. Well done to Liverpool.
XG.
If you go onto statistics.
Thank you. Don't really do this, guys.
Trying to learn your new role,
it's my first day around
apprenticeship.
It's my first day around
It's your first apprenticeship. Let it load up a bit. It's calm. But yeah, no, if we were to go back to it, we'll let that load up. Don't worry about that. I still feel Villa have so much to play for. I know... In terms of the teams around them, they still got games in hand. Well, Brighton are the only one with the games in hand compared to them. So I feel like they should try and achieve as much as they can in terms of finishing as high as they can with the rest of the games that they do have. I don't know how easy the rest of their games are, to be honest.
No game is easy in the Premier League.
Yeah, no, 100%. So they got Tottenham, Liverpool, and Brighton the next 3 games. Well, that's their 3 games left.
That's everybody around them.
That's tough. That's a tough group. So
that's tough.
They have to try. I think against Tottenham, that's where you really have to put all your eggs into that basket. I feel, because Liverpool at home and Brighton, home or away, Brighton are actually different gravy. they can do anything to
so
them.
they're
besides.
playing Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah, they're playing Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah.
So I would say like try to do your best, but don't expect much results. That's all I'm going to say about that because they're still a very early Emery team. So I think there's going to be a lot of chopping and changing when the summer comes. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Indeed. Shout out to Wolves for getting the victory. That's 3 more points to safety. I must say, close. The games are running out, so I feel this was a very important win for them. I feel the manager, if they survive this season, which I think is looking likely, can now build on the team, on the squad, have a pre-season, get the batches of players together, maybe lose a few Portuguese players because that's not working at the moment.
And now you got a Spanish manager, so maybe you need a new Spanish cohort.
So get a striker in there. Like Wolves have been very underwhelming this season, I must say. These are one of the seasons that I feel, as a Wolves fan, you expected a lot more because last season they were once in the top 4 contention. And this season it did nothing
it's all to do them. It's all to do with, again, it's their very like boring attack. You got a 30-plus-year-old Diogo Costa trying to lead your line, as well as you've got mediocre players like Hwang Hee-chan trying to like move you guys forward. He was all right when he first came on loan, but this season he's looks just shocking, really. I don't think there's any signings that have really like changed them. Pablo Sarabia's been okay. He's been fine. I think he's done well enough to sort of get you guys out of the sort of struggles of being in a midfield battle. I think he really does get the team out in that way. But going back to what I was saying about the XG of Wolves in this game, it proves to be right. Wolves' XG was 0.76 compared to Aston Villa's 0.48. They don't look good. They don't look good in front of goal. The chances they're creating is very dull.
So for them to even get this win, Emery must have been pissed off.
100%. They need a new striker. If you were the Wolves board, who would you look at as a striker for them?
As a striker,
I've got one player in mind, and I think it would be a very interesting signing. I think his first name is Yusuf En-Nesyri, the Moroccan number 9.
Plays for Sevilla.
Yeah, he's at Sevilla.
If I'm not wrong, I wouldn't come to Wolves.
I think En-Nesyri would be a very interesting choice for Wolves because if I'm not wrong, them in La Liga right now. Who's he play for Sevilla, right?
Yeah,
so Sevilla. 20th. Yeah, they're not doing well at all. So
18th, 19th?
19th. No. Sevilla are. Where are Sevilla?
That's not.
No, that's the second division.
You already relegated.
Oh my days! No. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. Let me try and get it back up then. How do I get it? How do I get this up? Let me try find it.
Anyway, while we're waiting for that, the XG's popped up now.
Yeah.
Aston Villa's XG on here is 1.48.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And 0.76.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. That's what I was trying to say.
Possession 62% to Aston Villa, 38 to Wolves. So Wolves did a snatch and grab, basically.
Yeah, 100%. So Sevilla are 11th right now.
11th, okay. So no Europe.
No
unless
Europe.
Unless they win the Europa League.
Yeah, exactly. So I reckon En-Nesyri could be an interesting signing for them, especially coming from a league that Lopetegui knows well about. So I think he would be very interesting. He's a good target man as well. If you watched him in the World Cup for Morocco, which is I think a lot of people would have known him better from. He was good. He was interesting, and he can really he could bully a defense sometimes. Like in that Portugal game, like
he did what
he needed to do.
I watched him against United. He played ass.
No. His club form compared to his national form has been so weird. That's why I'm thinking maybe a change in scenery for him personally might do something different.
The Premier ain't easy, you know.
Yeah, no, 100% the Prem's not easy, but he's physical. He's physically capable enough of doing it. He bullied Ruben Diaz off of the goal against Portugal.
Ruben
Diaz, he's class. He's class. He's a class defender. But
he gets bullied.
No, okay, but he's a class.
You gotta say he gets bullied.
No. He's a class defender.
But he gets bullied.
Okay, if that's what you want to say, you can say that.
His face was in. His face was in his ass.
Yeah, I would really like to see what En-Nesyri could do in the Premier League personally, in a different league, because he needs to start showing that national league form, national team form.
Okay.
So yeah, personally, that's what I would do for him.
All right, moving along. We've got Liverpool versus Brentford. Now, before this match started, there was rumours going on that Liverpool fans were gonna not sing the national
anthem of England.
Yeah, because there you walk alone. The Scouse think that they're another nationality. Very silly of them.
United Nations of Scousers.
I don't even know what they're on.
Well, it's all to do with all right, history lesson for you guys. It's to do with Margaret Thatcher's reign as Prime Minister.
Understood, but
it's how she treated the factory workers, the minor workers, and basically saying stuff about how Liverpool should be a city that doesn't need to exist or stuff like that.
Yeah, I understand it. There's a lot of deep hatred, but leave the past in the past. I feel Liverpool fans, you shouldn't try and always be victimized. I know shit happens to everybody, but I know you guys, you're very emotional people, but to be honest, you booed the national anthem as it was playing. Personally, I feel no way about that.
Okay.
Other people may feel a way about that. If you boo the national anthem, that's on you. I can't be annoyed at what you did. That's the choice.
That's your opinion. That's your choice.
That's your choice. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't affect me like that. I feel there was no need to boo it.
Okay.
Because it's like, okay, you are all English, whether you like it or not.
Whether we're all from the same land, innit?
At the end of the day, Charles is celebrating King Charles. He's celebrating his coronation. So at least, the least you could do is just show a bit of respect. But
it's just it's just to do with the history, politics as well. Yeah.
But let's get into the match.
Yes, 100%.
Very, very hard fought victory for Liverpool.
Yeah.
1-0, Salah goal.
Yep.
They've now won 6 matches in a row.
Yes.
So that's 6 times 3, 18 points.
And it's he's a lot to thank for as well. Salah, I think his season's going a bit under the radar.
Yeah, 30 goals this season.
He scored a lot of goals, more than
goals this season.
I'm more than some of your players.
Yeah, because we split ours around.
I know.
We split ours around.
He's showing to be how good of a player he is.
Good player. Just going to put this out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this opinion?
Okay.
Salah is Liverpool's greatest ever Premier League player.
No, because it's Gerrard, obviously.
Right.
It's Gerrard, obviously, because I think that's a very easy conversation to have.
I feel Liverpool fans, most Liverpool fans don't give Salah enough hype as they should.
I agree, because when the Salah Mane things were happening, everyone was saying to sell Salah. If you remember,
I was on Mane's side.
I was on Salah's side.
I thought Mane was more important to the team.
I was on Salah's side. I still feel he is, and he's just showing it this season.
I understand you saying Gerrard, captain, everything, but Gerrard never won Liverpool the Premier League.
Yeah, but what can you win with Andy Carroll, Ricky Lambert, Jay Spearing, John Joe Shelby? I could carry on.
This Liverpool side, if Salah was not signed, they would not have won anything. He was very instrumental.
Yeah, but that's all
along with Alisson, Van Dijk.
Yeah.
And there was another guy. Forgotten, but they were very.
Wijnaldum, right?
Klopp needed to get Salah for Liverpool to be where they are now, and I feel because Liverpool fans have now felt there's a bit of entitlement with them when it comes to a certain bit of things. They just feel that we should be winning that, we should be getting that, and they're trying to be like, especially at that time when he was asking for more money, and they were like, they were deliberating.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what do you mean you're deliberating? This guy scores 30+ goals almost every season.
Yeah.
Won like 2-3 golden boots. Yeah. And you're celebrating. He won you a Champions League. Basically, he won you the Premier. You're talking about, no, mate.
Yeah, no, 100%.
They need to give him more credit.
No, 100%. That's fair enough. No, it's fair enough. I agree with you about Salah. He is very focal. He's a very good focal point. But I just feel like Steven Gerrard, the way he had to get these players that he had around him into a Europa League spot, or as well as that, just out of like top four-ish.
You can say that's their greatest ever player. You can say that. But in the Premier League, Gerrard didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it for Liverpool. Okay, you have to admit, didn't do it for Liverpool.
I've just got to say what I said before. What are you expecting Steven Gerrard to do with the likes of Andy Carroll?
He won the Champions League.
Yeah, but look at who he had. He had Xabi Alonso with him as well. If he had,
there have been some great Liverpool Premier League sides that finished like second, and Gerrard was one of the causes why they didn't win it. That's what I'm telling you. When the going gets tough,
that's a very like.
Bro,
I don't think that
at the end of the day,
you put Gerrard in that. Yeah,
Salah's
go on.
He's got a Premier League. At the end of the day, he's got a Premier League. Whether you play with bums or not, Salah's got a Premier League.
I just feel like
I can't say Gerrard is Liverpool's greatest ever player in the Premier League when he hasn't won the Premier League. And Liverpool fans need to understand that Salah is that good. They need to really look at it.
Okay.
But what do you have to say?
I was just going to say, look, that Gerrard slip you're talking about, I think you give that ball to Gerrard in that position like 10 more times. I don't think he slips. Okay. Like that slip is just like a freak thing to happen. It happens, but I'm just trying to say like, I don't think that would have ever happened if you give it to him 10 other times. I just feel like it's a very like easy thing to say.
It is easy to say.
It's an easy thing to say. Gerrard isn't the best Premier League player for Liverpool.
It happened. Look at the positions Salah was finishing in the Ballon d'Ors. I think Gerrard finished... If I remember vividly, there was a time he finished either third. I'm not sure if it was him or Lampard.
I feel like it was in like the 05.
Salah was
like
always...
Istanbul.
Salah's elite. Salah was always in this conversation. That's why I feel that...
Not really. It wasn't before Liverpool he was talking...
But I'm talking about Liverpool. We're talking about Liverpool here, bro. We're not talking about before Liverpool.
But you said Salah's in this conversation all the time.
Since he joined Liverpool.
All right, say that then. Since he joined Liverpool. Yeah.
Like, mate, Gerrard was like Liverpool all the time. Like, he wasn't always in the conversation. I understand when people say, oh, Gerrard was. I understand, but you guys leave sentiments behind and think about what Salah has done for your club.
Oh, right.
Recently. Just think about it. Just think about it, bro. Okay. I understand. Captain.
Yeah.
Smashed in goals.
Yeah.
Rescued your team. But think about the level of consistency Salah has been going for.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? For you to pay that amount on his contract to say, we need you.
All right.
But
fair enough.
to each their own.
All right. Well, let us know in the comments below what you think of that opinion. Who was the better Premier League player for Liverpool? Was it Salah or Gerrard?
Yeah.
Moving on then to the next game.
Moving on.
It's to you guys, I believe it is. By the smile on your face all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You were so moody and now look at the smile on your face.
We went to St. James's Park and we did half of what I said we were going to do.
Yeah, obviously, you won there, but we're not
winning the league there. Yeah, but we won there. Obviously, I feel... let me start off with what happened in the game. Game started, they tried to rush us that game. Hit the bar first 2 minutes in, looking for a penalty handball. They were like, oh, let's get into it. And then we're like, listen, let's settle down. Let's play football. We could have been 3-0 ahead at halftime. Saka missed the one-on-one. Martinelli missed the one-on-one. I feel we managed the game very well. We showed them that we're closer to Man City than you are to us. The rest of the club. Yeah, it's Man City, Arsenal. You man are not on our level.
Yeah, I personally, I would agree in a way. What I would say about this game is that this was a game where I would look where I would have looked at in the fixture list and I would have said, do you know what? Arsenal are probably going to be more likely to drop points at St. James's Park.
Understood.
And the reason I said that was because of Eddie Howe and Newcastle as a squad. They just looked at home, probably one of the best teams at home in the league. So what Arsenal were able to do today, well done to them.
I feel that's a sly on Arsenal. Should I tell you why?
I think, no, look, I'll explain to you why I thought like this because of past Arsenal experiences.
It's only been last season, though.
No, it hasn't. You guys have been flops since...
Look at our record against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Away.
Okay.
Our record against Newcastle away is brilliant.
I remember Unai Emery's first game in charge was against Newcastle.
We beat them 1-0.
Yeah. Was it Willock scoring?
No,
in the Bruce Banana kit.
Aubameyang.
Oh,
the season before the last, El Nene bloody scored his first goal for Arsenal against Newcastle. This because of last season.
Okay, but Newcastle were not that same squad though.
They're not.
Where Newcastle are now compared to where they were last season and the season before that you're talking about, they weren't the same. But when sides like Newcastle at their times were facing Arsenal. So if I was to say to you, maybe
give me a good Newcastle side.
Not good. No, I'm not talking Newcastle. This is the best Newcastle side in a while.
Since Eddie Howe was
comparing Arsenal's performances against teams that are putting the pressure on the top six. So
I understand.
There are teams like West Ham when they went fifth.
I understand
Arsenal would struggle against teams like that.
But that's West Ham, not Newcastle.
No, I know, bro. But that's what I'm trying to say.
Newcastle.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like the performances.
Okay, because of the similar teams, you thought Arsenal.
Yeah, because of previous experiences and the way Arsenal struggle against teams that are making a menace towards the top six.
I get that.
Arsenal always seem to struggle. Like I said, West Ham in that season.
was when Aston Villa were trying.
Exactly.
100% I get that.
But this game now gives me a very different mindset about Arsenal as a team and as a vision of what they want to do in the future. Because now that there's rumours about them looking to sell on their youngsters from the academy, tells me like, wow, this is a really big thing for Arsenal, because I think your fans will probably agree with this. Like, you guys give academy probably more trust than anyone else in the league.
I feel when we were in dire need of results, the academy players stepped up.
100%.
But I don't think we're that club anymore.
Yeah.
We've progressed. Okay. And now it's a thing of we need players, we need world beaters.
100%.
There comes a time in every club where there's a transition. Where
you can't always trust Eddie and Nketiah.
You need the academy players to come in, help you. I don't know why you just took shots at Eddie.
It's the truth, though.
Random, bro.
It's the truth, though.
Bare random.
You can't trust Emil Smith-Rowe all the time.
All the time, understood.
Odegaard's showing
you can't trust Jesus all the time as well. There comes a time where the academy players picked up their weight when the professional or the experienced players didn't. So you need that mixture.
But Eddie Nketiah, like, the reason I said Eddie Nketiah is he's not good enough for Arsenal.
But if not for Eddie Nketiah, when he started playing for Arsenal this season, we were top. When he got injured and he wasn't playing for Arsenal, we were still top. So he maintained that consistency. Okay. Whether you like it or not, he did his job.
So if he was to do that job that he did for other top six sides, do you reckon he would do it as good? So if you were to put Eddie Nketiah into that Chelsea front role, forward role, do you reckon he does good for Chelsea?
He'll bang goals. Who's in there from? Who's their striker now?
No, they don't have one proper. They don't have a proper one. Okay, what about Liverpool then?
Who's their striker?
It's
Cody Gakpo and them man.
Yeah.
He'll get goals. Like Eddie Nketiah will get goals. He may not get a lot of goals, but what? In 10 games, Eddie Nketiah could get you 4 or 5.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think he's that trustworthy, to be honest.
I understand he's not that trustworthy, but he came in and he did a job.
He did. Like, well done to him.
He did a job.
But to be doing this season on season, I don't think
that's
it's going to work.
That's why you need a lot of players.
Yeah.
That's why, on my next point, I feel, I was watching Newcastle today and I said, I'm giving Eddie Howe 1.5 seasons. They're getting Champions League football this season.
100% they have.
Next season, when they start playing Champions League football, I feel any run of games where he starts dropping points, losing, no consistency, the Saudi owners could easily be forced to just let him go because they've got the money now. Yeah, of course
they got the money.
And it's not it's not a thing about process and building now. It's like we're there now. We want a world-class manager that's gonna shoot us up there. So I think
that's what will happen.
He needs to be careful in his approach.
Yeah,
because buying players like Gordon ain't it, bro. Buying players like Gordon ain't it, bro.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you're Newcastle.
Did he start today, by the way?
No, he didn't. We know about that guy. He's not a starter. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he has started a couple games here and there.
There's some players they're going to need to move on.
Yeah.
And they need to understand that they're in the Champions League now.
Yes.
It's not been confirmed, but they're in the Champions League now.
Yeah.
Their fans need to understand how to behave when you're playing at that level. Because today they were just moaning. If someone gets fouled from Arsenal, they're moaning. They're like, bro, behave yourselves, bro. You guys are going to be elite soon. Stop acting like you're still playing bomb barrel relegation. You get what I'm saying? Like, fix up.
Okay, yeah,
you got money now.
Yeah,
fix
I get that.
Fix up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kind of players they're going to attract now, obviously, it's not a thing of...
There's rumours of Neymar.
Yeah, it's the money. It's the money. It's not a thing of I want to play for New York. No one wakes up in the morning and says, I want to be a Geordie.
I want to go to the Tyneside.
No one. It's the money now. So now, I feel they have a very, very good chance to build on this. With Eddie out, I don't think they could build on this. We're going to get back to managers soon. Soon. But moving on, the last game of this Premier League weekend, we've got West Ham versus Man United.
Now, what are you doing?
Man United has lost 2 games on the bounce now.
Oh,
conceded 1, scored none.
Yep.
They thought they had top 4 wrapped up. These 2 matches, Arsenal, Newcastle, West Ham, Man United have basically blown the top 4 space open because Manchester United, if they had won today, they could have jumped ahead of Newcastle. If Newcastle had been Arsenal today, they could have moved further away from Man United. They both lost.
Yeah.
Now Liverpool's looking at that, thinking, okay, they've got a game in hand over us, but at the same time, we're on a good streak.
Yeah.
It's still in Man United's hands. If Man United don't make top 4,
It has to. I think Man United have to. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, they have bottled it big time.
It's their issue.
Yeah. Well, there's only a point difference between them and Liverpool.
And Man United have played one game ahead, right?
They got one game in hand. Man United.
One game in hand.
Yeah, one game.
Man United have 3 home games.
Yep.
They need to basically win one of those 3 home games.
They have to. Well, let's have a look at the matches that they have left. By the looks of it, they have got Wolverhampton, Bournemouth, Chelsea, and Fulham. That's the last games they've got. So if they don't do it with these runs, they're winnable matches for them. If they don't do it now,
sad state of affairs.
Exactly, 100%. And if we were to look at Liverpool, who are actually really going to be chasing and gunning them down, they have got left. Well, they got 3 games left. So they've got Leicester, Villa, and Southampton.
Also all winnable.
They are all winnable for Liverpool. I don't see Liverpool dropping the pace, especially now that they've found the pace at the right time.
Yep.
Top 4, I didn't think was likely for them, but with the way that Salah's been kicking on, there's been a lot more fluidity between Núñez and Gakpo now. There's just more of a likelihood with Liverpool getting the top 4 now.
I think what helped Liverpool recently is like Klopp changed systems.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going to go back to the Arsenal game, but Arteta changed systems. Not system per se, but he changed personnel.
Yeah.
He took off one personnel, Odin, put on Kiwior. Took off another personnel, Partey, put on Jorginho, and they had great games.
Yeah.
Klopp also saw that in Trent. He was like, I need to make Trent more inverted.
It's just it's the best role for him. Yeah. Doing different. Yeah.
They've been at ease.
This is Trent's probably role now, I feel. This is a really good role.
You see what I mean? Sometimes you just need to change the system a bit, just to switch it, tweak it.
Yeah, because what you're doing now with Trent is you're not exploiting his deficiencies as a defender.
He can't defend.
You are now playing him towards his actual strengths. It's really good.
That's what you need to do.
Fabinho has more of a sort of pivot partner now within that inverted role.
That's what you need to do.
It's what you need.
But
and I think well done.
Back of my mind, I still do think it's too little too late for Liverpool. I think they need Manchester United to have a horror show.
Yeah.
Man United can have a horror show, but for you to want them to have that horror, it's not in their hands. Man United need to lose at least 2 more games. So I think Liverpool fans, you've left it a bit late. Enjoy Europa. It's not bad. I'm talking from experience. It's not bad, bro. You guys will get through it. I mean, Klopp has played the Europa League final before.
Yeah, I mean,
They know what's about.
Bring back Daniel Sturridge as a coaching team, innit?
Exactly.
To get you guys warmed up to it. Yeah, get yourselves warmed up to that.
You know what it is. You know what it was. Anyway, that wraps up Premier League week, highlights, summary, whatever you want to call it. So now we've got a few talking points we got for you. We're going to start with the Premier League team of the season, FIFA's one, EA Sports one, just to get that clear. It's not the
It's not the official Premier League one.
What do they call the official one? What did they give that trophy to the best?
I don't know.
Call it? PFA.
PFA.
It's not the PFA one.
No, this is the FIFA. This is FIFA. This is the games one.
All the FIFA hood rats in there.
Yeah,
I know you're always in our comments spamming FIFA games. What I can say is that the way someone comments on any of our videos, I'll know that you play a lot of FIFA. I will just know.
How?
I will know. If you come up with things like zero ball knowledge or get them off the mic, why you open a podcast, I just know that you play a lot of FIFA because you're not really entwined with the real life world. I just know. I just know you bang a lot of FIFA and you got coins and you bang bare coins. Yeah. Like the money you're meant to be using for probably a sandwich, just like coins. Every little bit coins. You probably got the app on your phone as well. Like you can be checking it while you're moving ahead. But anyway, besides the point.
Do you want to get up the official team of the FIFA team of the season? Because
the team, not the squad.
Yeah, the FIFA team of the season.
Yeah, the team, because the squad is different from the team.
Some YouTubers have done the reactions towards the if you click on that top left one. Yeah. Some YouTubers already done their reactions. I think it's our turn now. And I think it's the most diabolical set of teams I've ever. Before we get onto the actual lineup, in that squad, why was Kai Havertz there, by the way? Kai Havertz was one of the nominees. Did you know that?
Because people vote for this, so...
That's ridiculous, though.
Chelsea fans probably wanted to see someone.
They want to see a top 6 player in there. Reece James was in there. Why? He missed majority of the season. What's he going to do? What are you giving him for? The best looking on the bench on the.
That says a lot of things about you than other people. Like, why did you just pick up best looking? You could have said like nice hair or nice beard.
No, best looking guy on the medical table.
You think he's handsome? You think he's handsome?
All right, shut up. You're taking it too far.
Nah, do you think he's handsome?
No, you're taking it too far.
Why do you think he's handsome?
Because why are you putting it on me now? Do you think he's handsome?
Man? Yeah. All right, cool. He's handsome, man.
All right, cool. That's fine.
Do you think he's handsome?
No, I'm never calling another man handsome.
Why is
That's
that?
just not me. I'm not doing that. Why would I do that?
I mean, you can say it.
No, I'm all right. I'm good.
Anyway, before that detour.
Yeah, just move on.
Let's start from Ramsdale, the keeper. Now,
I think it's fine. But
I don't think it's fine.
But I think there's definitely better goalkeepers. Nick Pope or Alisson should have been in it.
I don't think Ramsdale.
I think for me personally, it would have been Alisson in the end.
I think I would have picked Nick Pope, but
would you? Fair enough. Do you know what? We can actually do our own team of the season with FIFA's thing now, like as we're going along.
But
so
Ramsdale, right? They gave it to Ramsdale. No complaint. Rambo, the second coming of the Rambo. There's only one Rambo.
Yeah, I think fair. I want to say it's understandable, but this he's just dropped off at the wrong time.
Today he had a great game, but it's one of those ones where you never know what to expect from him.
Yeah, and then he goes and passes to the attackers of the opposition. So it's weird. Wild. It's so weird. I don't get it at all.
We're gonna go to
do you want to do fullbacks together? We'll do it together.
Yeah,
the fullbacks.
Left backs or fullbacks. We got Zinchenko and we got Trippier.
Who's your left back choice for? Who would have it been
Anybody
for you?
But Zinchenko.
I think the only other left back they had in the nominees was actually Luke Shaw, and I still wouldn't have given it to Luke Shaw. So I think by default,
No. Luke Shaw, consistently wise, he's been okay. He's been defending, and you need a defender. Personally, for me, as a left back, you need a defender, someone that knows how to defend. Zinchenko has shown me that when it comes to defending, when the pressure's on, it's abysmal. It's abysmal. I'm looking at you now. I'm just having flashbacks of the Trent Nutmeg. And even today, he slipped. Willock went left, went right, and he slipped. So I feel Zinchenko has shown that defensively he's not
sound. Which is why, for me personally, even though he wasn't amongst the nominees, I probably would have went with Pervis Estupiñán, the left back for Brighton.
Yes, brilliant. That's a very good. I
think he would have been my choice.
Defense, attack, he's there.
Dan Burn as well could have been an option as well. The Newcastle player.
Nah, he's too tall for me.
He's for a left back.
Not in that area.
What's wrong with 6'3" left back?
Man, you should be centre back. He ain't got the legs like that. He ain't got the legs like that. I mean, he's tall and rangy, but I need flexibility.
Well, my choice would have been Estupiñán.
Okay. I think I would have gone with that. Yeah,
I think that would have been my choice.
He's shown that he's capable of many things in the Premier League. So, and there's a bargain as well.
Yeah, very good bargain.
From
there's loads of bargains out there in Brighton's squad.
Trippier, think right back?
I think it's fair enough. I think it's understandable. Ben White not being in the nominees is a bit weird for me. Reece James being in there makes no sense.
I think I would have picked Ben White over Trippier.
I would have stuck with probably Trippier. I think he's just a bit more of a solid right back, considering he is a right back as well. And
that's why I would have picked Ben White because he's doing well as he's not a right back. He's not even a right back. So I'm like,
I think there's been too many times where we got gets found out. I feel, especially against like Liverpool, there were moments where I just thought, how's he getting turned?
You know why that was?
Why?
Because we had Holding playing. So anytime Holding's playing,
and against West Ham though, there were moments where Antonio was just like
he needs to compensate. He can't do his overlapping runs. I feel with Trippier, he's a leader.
Yeah,
I think.
Solid. I think
he's. I'm gonna do a hot take.
Oh God! All right.
Out of Newcastle's back four, he's the worst defensively. Think about
That's the best defensive team in the league, by the way. You're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm saying,
he
may be the weak link.
I don't think he's a weak link.
Think about it. Take away his assists.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
Take away his assists. Then what?
A lot of chances created.
That's what I'm saying. Like defensively, does he add?
I think so. I mean, I haven't got statistics up in front of me. Now you're actually going to make me.
Yeah, I
wasn't expecting this question, so you put me under the pressure now.
Out there,
I actually need to check this now because I feel like he does deserve to be defended.
Of course.
I need to defend him. I do feel like I need to defend him.
Your boy.
I will defend my boy. Don't worry about that. Let's have a look. attacking, passes. I'll just go straight onto defending. Clean sheets, 13 clean sheets. Interceptions, he does 1.2 interceptions per game. I think that's okay, especially as a fullback. You're not going to try take the ball off all the time from your winger. It's more about trying to tackle him, take the ball off. Tackles per game, 1.9. That's quite solid, making like almost 2 tackles per game. I don't see that as a big issue. Mm-hmm. Next one. Dribbled pass, only 1.2. He only gets dribbled past like 1.2. So that's like only 1 a game. Like, don't you think that's good? Don't you think that's a solid defender?
So high up the pitch.
Nah.
So it's hard for him to get dribbled. Go on.
Nah. All right. Clearances per game, I don't really like that. That is 2. 2 clearances per game. Like I think that's just to do with where the ball is and then how he just hoofs it up the field. Like that, anyone can do that. Really, I don't really like that stat. But that's all of his thing stats. His defending stats. I think he's an all-round very good player as a right back. He learned a lot whilst he was at Atletico Madrid under Simeone. So well done to him for making the move actually as well, because not a lot of English players do that. So I think it's good he did it. I just think he deserves to be in this. Like, accurate passes he makes as well throughout the season. It's been really good. I think he's created one of the most chances as a fullback. I think he's just behind Trent, if I'm not wrong, because Trent has done a lot of chances for Liverpool. So yeah, I think this is a good choice
for right back.
Yeah,
okay. I still feel Ben White should be in there.
All right, who's the midfield 3 then?
No, you skipped
what
centre back.
Oh yeah, of course.
Got Diaz.
Sorry, my bad.
And Saliba.
Saliba, understandable, yes, because I think Saliba's good. I think Saliba makes sense.
Diaz?
Diaz, I think he's been a very solid defender, but I feel like John Stones or Ake could probably be a better shout as a City centre-back. If we're talking City centre-backs, I think those two could have been a better choice.
Any shouts for Gabriel?
100%, yes. Gabriel has been very solid. Like during the times of Saliba being out these past couple of months now, he's had to hold it. Like whilst Holding was making some mistakes during these couple of games, whilst Holding's been making these mistakes, he's had to actually like hold the line. He's had to be switched on. Yeah. He's had to be switched on because if it wasn't for him, I don't actually understand where they could have been. Like I struggled when there were rumours about him not being able to make this Newcastle game. I actually was questioning what's Arsenal's defensive strategy going to be with Kiwior and Holding at the back. That would have been shambolic, 100%. Been terrible. But luckily it didn't have to go down to that. Gabriel, he's very solid. And I think if it had to come down to it, I would be happy to have Gabriel and Saliba in the same team of the season.
No Martinez?
No, I think it's just Man United. You can't go conceded 7-6-4 in a season and being a team of the season. You're not doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Any of the Newcastle boys?
Botman's for me the one. Botman's be a very good signing for Newcastle. He's someone you make a focal point in terms of like around the defence. So he does a lot of defending where your fullbacks don't need to. And I feel like because he's so trustworthy and if you put a solid CDM in front of him, I think that's a very good squad you've got there. Like players you got there to build around.
Basically, the centre-back pairing could be any...
I would be very happy if I saw Gabriel or Botman ahead of Ruben Diaz or John Stones, because I think those 3 were nominees as well.
All right. Let's go to the 3 midfielders. We've got Kevin De Bruyne, KDB. We've got Big Casemiro.
Makes no sense.
And you've got Gibraltar guard, Odegaard. Shout out to Ligona.
Casemiro makes no sense. He's been
too erratic.
Too erratic. The amount of, exactly.
You feel they're just giving him this on the premise of him, of his past glory?
I think so. I think it's been a bit more...
how important he is to the United team. Is that why they're giving him that?
I feel like it is because how important he has been to United and how much he has changed the midfield in terms of being able to take that midfield on the back of his shoulders and carry it forwards. But he's just been too erratic. He's lost his head too many times.
Who would you have put in?
Partey is a good choice. Rodri,
even though he's dropped off.
Yeah, he's dropped off. So for me, it's between Partey and Rodri.
Rodri,
I think probably leads it a bit more ahead than Partey because there's not one bad game you could probably say about Rodri within a season. Like, it's so difficult where he just picks it, passes it. So I think Rodri probably gets ahead of Casemiro for me.
Okay with De Bruyne and
Kevin De Bruyne and Odegaard make complete and utter sense. De Bruyne is the top assister. Odegaard has just completely changed
non-penalty goals.
Yeah, he's completely changed he's completely changed Arsenal as a football club, and the mentality he's brought to Arsenal has been elite. So I think those two are fine.
All right, we're going to the forward now. Forwards. So the centre forward is Haaland. I think that's
understandable.
Really that's very understandable. We could, even if they put Kane there, I don't think most people would have really an issue with it per se.
But Haaland's a record goal scorer, so you can't put Kane in there.
You can't put Kane in there. But now on the was that the left? Yeah. On the left side, you got Rashford.
Yeah.
He's got 15 goals this season. Then on the right side, we've got Salah, who I think has got in the
13 in the
I feel they both shouldn't be in there.
I think that's fair. I think you can make a shout for Rashford not being in there, but Salah is a definite not to be in there.
I think they should both.
Saka not being in there makes this...
and Martinelli.
Yeah.
Martinelli's got as many goals as Rashford.
Yeah, no, I think that's understandable. This is what I'm trying to say. I think Martinelli...
And more assists.
He's just had moments in the season where he's not been trusted by Arteta, so he hasn't really started as many games as I think he would have liked to.
Well, he still gets the game.
No, he still does. He still... Well, not this week, not this couple games that have gone by, I think.
I mean, he got an assist he forced the own goal.
Yeah, he forced the own goal. Yeah, fair enough. But
I feel if you're putting Rashford in there, there's no reason why you can't put Martinelli in there.
That's fine. I think that's fine. But personally, I think I'm not too mad about Rashford being in there. My problem is Salah being in there over Saka. Saka has taken games by the scruff of the neck and completely changed it for them at times. But Salah doesn't make sense for me. Salah personally doesn't make sense. Salah out, Saka in.
Rashford either.
I'm happy with it. Yeah.
I think because he's got an MBE, they probably chucked him in there. If they didn't, he's going to write like a 4-page paragraph telling us about how we need to keep on supporting and all that. So might as well give it to him. So that's that done. Team of the season. Let's move on to Manager of the Year.
So we need a manager now to manage our side.
So I've got a few options for you.
Arteta doesn't get it for me. Nope.
Pep.
Maybe.
Bournemouth manager O'Neill.
Yep. Okay.
Eddie Howe. Okay. And I'll throw in Unai Emery. Just throw him in.
Oh, not even Thomas Frank's in there for you?
No, because he did similar last season.
Or De Zerbi. What about De Zerbi?
We'll see where they finish.
Okay, I think that's fair enough.
We'll see where they finish.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. But for me, the manager of the year is not Arteta.
Why is that?
Because I think when the time has got bigger for Arsenal to start playing as a proper team, where the decisions it needs to make need to be a bit more quicker, he's just been too slow to make those decisions.
What I'm hearing from you is that even though he was doing well, up until you're going to judge him on April. You're judging him on April.
I'm judging him throughout the season, like how well he's done. Like, I'm not taking it away from him. As a manager, he's been really good. Okay, he's been brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. All right,
but when push comes to shove,
he
didn't have it.
When the right decisions need to be made, Mikel Arteta did not make them.
Okay,
so I don't understand how you could put someone that was, if I'm not wrong, for like almost 90+% of the season is first and then comes second. I don't. If he doesn't win the Premier League, he's not the manager of the year.
I understand totally where you're coming from. It's very understandable.
Yeah.
But judging from who they gave manager of the season last year.
Who was it to?
Klopp.
It was Klopp.
Klopp won it.
For what?
See what I mean?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand. I think I've got logic and they don't.
If Pep wins the treble, hand it over to him. If Arteta wins the Premier League, magically, hand it over to him.
I agree.
Outside of those two, the Bournemouth manager needs some sort of
recognition. He does.
For what he definitely did to that team.
Gary O'Neill has just been ridiculous.
It was crazy, man.
I agree.
He saved them. Eddie Howe, because nobody expected Newcastle to.
I think that's who I would give it to. That's my manager of the year, personally. If Arsenal don't win it, it's Eddie Howe. Because to take a Newcastle side that should be in a phase where they're trying to make a push for mid-table to top table, top half finish, and now to do Champions League with this squad.
So you could say the same about Arteta as well, then, to take this Arsenal side that you didn't expect to be challenging, but have fallen short. But that falling short is just what is. Yeah, I get what you mean.
But when you're 90% of the
when you've been on top, of
when
the
you've been on top of the table for 90% of the season, you should wrap it up.
So if something happens and Eddie Howe doesn't make Champions League, let's say he finishes in the Europa place, would you still give him?
No, because again, it's this thing with where he was in the Champions League. Yeah, you can't then finish out. I can't just. It's then it looks like the Manager of the Year is a bit of a pity trophy. I'm not doing that.
Okay, with Unai Emery.
Yeah, he hasn't had enough time, I feel, to be in this. I don't think he's had
even be in the talking.
Yeah, right. I think it's fair. I think it's good conversation to have about how good he has been and how good he can make Aston Villa, but it's too early to say right now.
De Zerbi, I think if they finish in the Europa League spots,
he could win it. He could win it. But for me right now, it's Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe, that's your
that's me. That's me. Okay. Yeah, because I do see them finishing Champions League now. So who's yours?
Because you said Eddie Howe, and then some minutes ago you were like, then again, he could next season he could be gone.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Well, you said you see him. No,
I see him as a transitional manager, but for what he's done this season, done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well done, but it's like at the end of the day,
there are better managers out there. Yeah, of course there are. Of course there are.
You may get chucked out. So all this work. But
again, this is the first time we've seen Eddie Howe do this sort of thing for a football club. So what he does next season could be...
I mean, we saw glimpses with Bournemouth.
Yeah, no, we saw glimpses. But now that he's here with this squad, we'll just have to wait and see what he does next season because this is his first season proper. So yeah, that's how I see it.
With me, I'll give it to Pep or Arteta. Whoever wins the...
Premier League. I think that's fair enough.
Whoever wins the league.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I just want to be different. That's why I did say Pep.
Yeah, no, whoever wins the league. It depends on how... each person wins the league as well.
Yeah.
I feel if Pep wins it on goal difference, don't give it to Pep. If you win it on goal difference, don't give it to Pep.
You should be winning about
don't give it to Pep. Don't give it to Pep. Don't give it to Pep. But yeah, that's wrapping up another episode of Clique 45. You know what it was. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, send it to everybody. Once again, remember, we're going to be giving giveaways every month. So subscribe, comment, tell us about yourself. Next season. Next week, we're really going to interact with some of the fans.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's already hot in it.
We're going to interact with some of you guys. Guys leaving comments. You think we can't see you? We bloody can, mate. But watch out. Peace.